Out. Stupid computer. Sorry about that. Just give me a moment to make sure everything's set. Sorry about that. I'm a little bit disorganized at the moment. Okay, kick is going. Twitter is going. Thumbnails update. Twitch appears to be going. Rumble appears to be going. So it looks like everything's going good. Give me another moment to double check my other computer. And looks like everything's good to go. So let's go and get started. Oh wait, I just remembered something as well. Need to get my macros, which rebinds my keys. There we go. That way I can use WSD to move around the camera. And let's go ahead and get started. Start off with 1v1. That seems reasonable enough. Oh, it starts in 3 minutes. I'm an idiot. Also, while starting, I want to get my task manager up so I can keep an eye on some stuff. Let's go back out of the game since it starts in a couple minutes. Don't feel like waiting a couple minutes. Looks like everything's going. This one already has somebody watching. Yeah, 2 foreign names. Don't recognize the names. CPU easy. I wonder. I think that's just literally the person player's name. Ah, that's funny. This one should seem reasonable enough. Let's do this one. Here's performance on my computer. Come on out. Pull up. Large amount of stuff. Part of it process. Wow, Firefox is consuming quite a bit of graphics. And I really should pay attention of when the start time is for the games. I am such an idiot. Okay, next time, click on the ones that says now. Yeah, maybe a lower ranking game. That one should be fine enough. You know, the first one I was thinking about doing is now no longer on the wait. I am such an idiot. Yeah, I updated my graphics driver. So I'm a little bit paranoid of things not working right. Because whenever you update your graphics driver, everything breaks in OBS pretty much. Well, it looks like it's stable enough for now. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Cup Heroes 2 replays from the live games lobby. Spawn on the bottom or left side as the blue Wehrmacht forces with I am not your foe. On the right side as the red Soviets, we have a foreign name. It does look like have a conscript opener for the Soviet player, though he's only going for one squad of conscripts. Interesting. For the Wehrmacht player, he does have all the Grenadier Boltons. Fast cooldown, it's probably the best one Bolton for the Grenadiers. Conscripts and Grenadiers fire faster, which helps them out. And increased accuracy. So yeah, that's pretty much all the Boltons I go for if I'm going for Grenadiers. The Soviet player does go for accuracy, which is not bad. Cheaper landmines actually is a pretty nice Bolton. And mortars fire more accurately. It's already a pretty accurate mortar, so that will help it out as well. We got a second Pioneer opener for the Wehrmacht player, so it doesn't really want to be constrained to an MG42. He wants the extra mobility, and this also provides him quite a bit of extra capping pressure. Grenadiers capture the munitions sector, while the Pioneers are capturing up to 2 cutoff points. Munitions, or that cutoff point's now captured. He will soon need to go for this other cutoff point for that munitions point to be captured. Pioneers and conscripts will find each other. Conscripts will win out no matter what. Does get a good volley there on the Pioneers. You could also just aim move forward and it'd be just fine against those Pioneers. So you can go ahead and get the light cover into the open ground and start capturing up the fuel point. But he is actually going to for the VP. Long story short, even at point blank range, Pioneers will lose against conscripts if it was a perfect engagement for the Pioneers. Even if it's a perfect engagement for the Pioneers. Conscripts getting some damage on the Pioneers. Got 3 conscripts in the field, 2 Grenadiers on the field. We got the Grenadiers trying to capture the fuel sector. The Pioneers could capture it up while the Grenadiers push forward, but he's going to charge forward with both squads. The Grenadiers taking some damage, and now this is a 2v1. The conscripts, of course, get easily forced back. The VP has been captured and can easily be decaptured now. Over here, combat engineers and conscripts moving around. Grenadiers getting behind some light cover. And up here, we got the Pioneers behind some heavy cover, engaging the conscripts. Getting some decent damage there, but now at long range. They shoot the conscripts will win out no problem. Though the Pioneers will stall for quite some time since having heavy cover. Got these conscripts now eyeing for this garrison. Not shiny windows on this side. If there is 3 guys firing there, force back the Pioneers no problem. Grenadiers going for the central point. We got combat engineers laying down some wire in front of the sandbags. Pioneers engaging the conscripts at close range. Both sides a little bit wounded, but looks like the combat engineers doing just fine. They're going to hop inside the garrison. They're at half health. Conscripts pushing forward. Now conscripts are eyeing some heavy cover there. Pioneers now trying to rush down this conscript squad, but right now he's just getting overwhelmed and will be forced back pretty quickly. Grenadiers getting some good damage there, but will be engaged by this conscript squad. The conscripts need to eye for that heavy cover there, and this conscript is trying to chase down the Pioneers a bit foolishly. He does go ahead and flank around on the Grenadiers so he gets some better shots on him. Rather going for defense, he's going for offense, not bad. Plus apparently there's light cover there. Grenadiers are now virtually won. Grenadiers do fall back. Up north, we got the Grenadiers engaging conscripts. Only one on the sides do get behind light cover, so this is a decent spot for the Grenadiers. Plus, this Grenadier could occasionally find some damage. Oh, we got a doctrine lock-in of the Ostrupen doctrine, which allows this Grenadiers to lay down some wire.
The bunker is now a field hospital. The territory is out of contact.
Engineers do fall back.
The sector is at risk.
Grenadiers push, or conscripts push forward. Grenadiers eyeing for some sandbags. Very nice. They do stop building sandbags, seeing there's conscripts there, and the conscripts did find a good volley there. We got now base healing for the Soviet player. He has 5 conscripts on the field. That's actually quite a bit. Building some more sandbags down here. And we got the Pioneers laying down more sandbags for the wire, which has some sandbags in front of the behind the wire. Got some sandbags here in a good position. Grenadiers A moving way forward. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. But the Grenadiers, oh, flamethrower. Conscripts do fall back there, severely wounded, but the medics can heal them up quite nice. Just ask the nice ladies for a bandage for the burns. Conscripts decided to Ural away from the flamethrowers, probably a good idea. You want to be close to a flamethrower. Not even your friends want to be close to your flamethrower. Up north, rifle grenade rolls a miss. Nice dodge there by the Soviet player. Grenadiers gain some damage. Pioneers have taken some damage. Grenadiers will win out the fight no matter what, but he does get the cutoff point. Denying that munitions. We do not get the conscripts charging way forward. We've got the split trench here, getting some damage on the conscripts. Now Panzer Grenadiers are here, and the conscripts do fall back. Grenadier squad does fall back. He's going to try to focus this one down. May get it. May should get it. There it goes. I'm just so used to Camp Heroes 1 where everything's a little bit more lethal. Grenadiers behind some heavy cover, conscripts behind no cover, more or less. It says heavy cover, but that's supposed to the wrong direction. Grenadiers now push way forward. Combat engineers eyeing for the capture of the Central VP, northern point being captured by some Grenadiers. Molotovs and AT grenades for the Soviet player. Has 4 conscript squads, still plenty. Conscripts eyeing for... ooh, flare mine. I love the flare mines. Grenadiers behind some light cover. Panzer Grenadiers charging the way forward, and the conscripts fall charge the way back. Combat engineers now eyeing for a landmine. Now I got the paradrop supplies, or supply drop, giving him MG34, a PaK 40, and a pitiful amount of munitions and fuel. A little bit of everything, to say the least.
Contact with enemy infantry.
Panzer Grenadiers charging way forward. Conscripts do make their way back home. They're just not in one piece. And Grenadiers, I think they were trying to go for medical supplies. I think he canceled it. I saw something being built. Wasn't sure what was for the progress bar, so I'm not sure what it was. Going for a Molotov here. On to the Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers may retaliate with a bundle grenade. The Grenadiers need to fall back. Panzer Grenadiers do take a bit of damage. They will just straight up fight, and they will win. They are singed a little bit. The Soviet player does like his sauerkraut extra crispy. But right now, yeah, it does fall back. A little bit too wounded. He has a med bunker at home, right? Yes, he does. And there's his supplies, so he could get out some support weapons. An MG34 wouldn't be half bad, just to help control some of the flanks. And now we do have the Lend-Lease Tactics, getting access to the M4C Sherman, the Dishka, which I really believe should be a 50 M2 Browning 50 cal personally, Assault Guards Dispatch, Supply Truck, and of course the Infantry Repair Kits. Pioneers do take some damage. Good damage on the conscript as well. And the conscripts do fall back. They may go down. Oh, and he does go in that flamethrower. He does need to fall back. We do have a flare mine, right? Or did that get tripped? Oh, there's a flare mine. If that pioneer finds it, he is dead. Let's just keep an eye on this. Let's see if he explodes, but likely the retreat path will be this direction and not this direction. Let's see, the Soviet player does have Tank V Battalion with a T-70 on the way. I can't select on the Wehrmacht player. Does get the point capture. I'm just going to keep that Pioneer selected and sort of try to keep an eye on him. Conscripts charging way forward to hit that Grenadier. Got the Grenadier in the center map as well, and the captured G34 has been captured by Panzer Grenadiers. That Pioneer is still down there. Pioneer does fall back, and he does retreat back safe enough. Conscripts kind of Ura away. We now have the T-70s pushing this way forward. Minesweeper can't do much inside the Slit Trench. Pack 40 rolls a miss. It has been recruited by Grenadiers. And now this Pioneer is building the Tier 3 for the German. So he at least has Battle Phase 2. Grenadiers have the LMG behind some heavy cover, engaging conscripts who weren't in cover. But decides to back out of range. Should be just fine. T-70 now trying to advance over here to displace the Grenadiers. Rifle grenade firing. He does dodge it and does fall back. There's a possibility the Grenadier could get wiped out. Does get a hit there. Pack 40 gets a good hit there on the T-70. Conscripts do get suppressed. And looks like the flare mine does go down, I think from the rifle grenade. Or, yeah, goes up then down, the flare mine, of course. And our conscripts getting some repairs here. Very nice. Pack 40 does get a good hit there onto the T-70. Molotov has been thrown. Does avoid it.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Waiting for your command.
And now we got the T-70 getting repaired on Panzer Grenadiers right there. We've got Assault Guards, their armor of SVTs, and being upgraded with Thompsons. 3 of them. They're making the way forward. Grenadiers gonna have their trouble. Will get some damage upon the advancing units. Makes the LMG as well, and Veterans too, but gets hit pretty hard. May get wiped out here.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Conscripts firing some shots down the Pack 40. And the flamethrower is starting to connect with it. Assault Guards makes way forward, does capture the fuel point. 70 makes way forward. Molotov on the Panzer Grenadiers. Good T-70 hit there, or good Pack 40 hit there. Molotov on the Pack 40. Flamethrower Pioneers push forward. Panzer Grenadier under threat. Control does go down. T-70 does, or at least the Pack 40 does go down. Not sure by what exactly. Rifle grenade does hit the Assault Guards. Conscripts over here. MG34 engaging the conscripts. And the Assault Guards do fall back. Conscripts roaring around.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Oh, there's a landmine there. Grenadier's trying to pick up the Pack 40. He may want to not pick it up. Does pick it up. The reason why I say don't pick it up because there's conscripts here. Starts to make his... trying to avoid the conscripts. The LMG is doing some good work. Does go to hop between the split trenches. And good damage there onto that conscript. Conscript does go
The
down.
enemy has killed another infantry squad.
And I had spit a little bit of my drink on top of me. Great. Conscripts do go ahead and get burned alive. And they definitely fall back. They get the cutoff point, deny that fuel income. Up north, we do have another flamethrower.
Sector is at risk.
And we do have a Panzer IV now being put on the field. Panzer IV is going to be pretty useful right now. This one doesn't really have a whole lot of anti-tank. He did lose another conscript squad in one of those engagements.
We are losing
And we got the
supplies
assault
to the
grenades
enemy.
being thrown. Grenadiers taking some severe damage. Rifle grenade firing. Nails the assault guards. Does fall back. Possibly gets wiped out by the slit trench. But he too, instead it gets wiped out by the T-70. Just leaving 2 grenadiers remaining. Does get us decrewed. Only 3 reserves, so can't recrew it. LMG or MG-34 pushing forward. Does suppress that conscript squad. As long as he gets suppressed, he can't capture that Pack 40 and try to steal it. Panzer IV now point of view, and without that Pack 40, the Soviet player has a very little defense versus this Panzer IV. Rolls a miss there. Flamethrower displacing that trench. Does get a model drop on the Pioneers. Conscript flying for 80 grenade. He has taken some damage, so one of the Panzer IV or T-70 shots did connect. Allowing to get engine crit there. Flamethrower Pioneers in the region. We were all there, being burned alive now. Conscripts. Oh!
Infantry have made the ultimate
6
sacrifice.
models down in one shot. Granted, he was a bit wounded, but still. That was a good shot by the Panzer IV. Won't take too long to get the engine repaired on the Panzer IV as well. Right now, the Wehrmacht player almost is approaching enough fuel for another Panzer IV. Just need a couple more minutes. Landmine there.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
No, there's tier 4 for the Soviet player. He has still 145 fuel in reserve, which means he has enough fuel for any armored asset, though he's lacking manpower for any armored asset, or any of them. Panzer IV now moving up north to engage the assault guards. Assault guards decides to run away, which is a good idea. Oh, I heard a landmine detonation by this Pioneer. Right there. Pack or this does miss. This does miss. Okay, that was a horrible joke. He does go for a fresh squad of Panzer Grenadiers. And the Grenadiers do take a bit of fire. Literally.
Red Army, at your service. Guard squad ready.
We are losing territory. Ah, comrade.
Trench now built. This barrage in the trench. He does have the recon mode there, so does have some extra vision. Decided just to not build this all the way. It has already been touched, and it is free. Oh, that trench is dead. Gets another good hit there, so actually getting some decent hits, but the barrage has now subsided, focusing down the trench. Assault guards push way forward, and the Grenadiers do force their way back. MG-34 engaging those conscripts does force them back, and so does assault guards. Conscripts pushing their way forward.
Trying to burn us out! Who needs engineers when you have strong Soviet backs?
That is a good question. Not sure how well those audio lines get picked up in my recordings. Hopefully they get picked up well enough. We do have now the conscripts pushing forward. Got Sherman 76. Sherman 76, I believe, takes 4 hits to kill. I think his health is 640. I always forget. Maybe he can take 5 hits. I forget exactly the exact stats on this variant. Pack 40 does connect, decides to focus down the T-70. Does get the kill there. Assault grenades there for Spectre Flamer Pioneers. Both these tanks have taken hit. It looks like it can perhaps withstand another hit. Maybe health is like at 700, so additional Panzerfaust will be enough to take it out. So, does roll a miss there. Pack 40 does get a hit. Nope, that's definitely still a 4-shot kill. Not a 3-shot or 5-shot kill. Does get the pen there, or the AT grenade there. So both his Panzer IVs are now disabled. The other one found that landmine we saw earlier. So both his Panzer IVs are wounded. Panzer IV or Sherman tank, 76mm Sherman tank charges way forward. Got a Pack 40 here, severely wounded. Conscripts will take that out. Gets a good hit there. Setting on up. Does get a hit there in return, and does take out the Panzer IV. Focusing down the Pack 40, does not take it out. The Sherman tank can still withstand another hit. Does not need to withstand a hit there. MG34, just one rifle in that trench. This conscript's charging way forward, and it will get flanked and probably decrewed. The conscripts are taking severe damage. Those get wiped out. I got this squad now falling back. Assault guards push their way forward. And the Panzer Grenadier squad does, or the MG42 captured by Panzer Grenadiers does go down. Flamethrower and LMGs engaging way forward. Flamethrower squad does take some damage. I thought the base MG was firing there for a moment as well. May have been. There goes the Flamer Pioneers. Sure, Panzer IV now trying to displace the assault guards. We do now have the Zisgun trying to destroy the MG. Rolls a bounce there. Panzer IV charges way forward. Doesn't have to worry about the AT gun too much. It has very little health remaining, so the pintle mount, as well as perhaps the coaxial and hull mounted machine gun take it out. Another Sherman tank deployed on the field, however, and look, the Panzer IV did not charge forward because the landmine. He does have almost enough fuel for another Panzer IV. Does get hit there. He may go slit trench his own Panzer IV there. Does take a hit there. Multiple hits there. Panzerfaust does connect. No Pack 40. There's the Pack 40. Rolls in this there. That Sherman tank's basically good as dead. He may want to get a shot off this one here. Can't get the Panzerfaust off the kill. Does get a bounce there, so the Panzerfaust will not get the engine crit. Another bounce there. Panzerfaust does connect. This one doesn't have the Panzerfaust firing. And Panzer IV does go down as well. Sherman tank down severely wounded. He may only charge forward to get a Panzerfaust off of it, because he needs a Panzerfaust and a Pack 40 shot. Pack 40 setting on up. And the Sherman tank does escape on out there. Another Panzer IV on the build queue.
Only 200 points remain.
Assault guards charging way forward. Rifle grenade fired. Does get a good hit there on the conscripts. Conscripts do fall back. Ziska inches way forward. And the assault guards may get wiped out. Good chance they will. They do get wiped out there. Big loss. The Soviet player is down to 2 conscript, Adishka, Sherman, and Su-76. At this point in time, he has enough fuel for a T-34-76. It may have been a better idea to go for that. The Sherman tank does cost 125 fuel. The T-34-76 only is 90 fuel. Honestly, I like the T-30. I like T-34-76s the most when it comes to most of the Soviet armor. I think the T-34-76 is underrated. I just find it cheap and spammable. And also offer great anti-infantry support. How much more could you want? Oh, finds a landmine there. Sherman takes big hits of advance. He does not have the armor-piercing rounds loaded. So far, does get another pen there. Rolls a bounce, miss there. Does see the hit pen there from the Pak 40. Does get pen there, and Sherman tank does go down, and the
enemy has destroyed one
Panzer
of our
IV does not go down. And I think the Soviet player backed out of the game. This is Angrade saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay. Oh, pretty explosion. See, this one has a good number of observers. Not familiar with the players, but it's been a while since the last play. But for observers, maybe I should cast this one. Don't know if that's a good way to choose to replay the cast. Maybe I should look at the players' rankings. No, I can quickly do that when I get in the replay. I know. Oh, no Bolton selected. And Lisa sold. Royal Engineers, Tactical Sports, so he does have premium. Sorry, I just wondered if that player was new. Maybe he just forgot to get the Bolton selected. Just curious. Yep, this should be fine enough. Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Cup Heroes 2 replay, straight from the live games lobby. Spawn on the bottom right side as the blue British, we have Giant Dwarf. Spawn as the red Wehrmacht austere forces, we have a foreign name. He has both players immediately locked in doctrines. We've got the German mechanized doctrine, give you access to command tanks, the 250 half-track, LF-18s, spotting scopes, and the vehicle crit repair. I would say the vehicle crit repair is probably the weakest of all the doctrine of all the abilities, but still one of my favorite doctrines. I like the 250 half-tracks. It goes great with pioneers. The 250 half-track, if I remember correctly as well, has actually a decent amount of armor, so you can't easily be gunned down by infantry. And the command tank's always nice, and F-18's always nice to have. As one has selected a tactical support regiment, he's going for some raid sections, which are 5-man infantry sections who do not require being covered to get rid of their debuff. How the game works when it comes to infantry sections is they have a constant debuff which gets removed if they're in cover. Not necessarily a buff being in cover, more like they have debuff from being out of cover. If that makes any real difference. You do not have the MG42 suppressing down the Royal Engineers. Brings a secondary raid section now. Pioneers do charge forward a little bit. Raid section heading up north. We do now this infantry section behind some heavy cover. Grenadiers taking some bit of damage. Do fall back to some heavy cover there. Actually, they're eyeing for the garrison. There's a decent number of windows on this thing. We on this side engage the infantry section. But granted, heavy cover is better than garrison cover, so the infantry section should win out this fight. Plus, okay, he's trying to push forward the raid section so he capture the sector and try to provide some fire support. Unsuccessful. Royal Engineers do get spotted trying to lay down landmine. Pioneers and MG42 capture that sector. We do now have some regular Grenadiers sitting pushing way forward, eyeing for some heavy cover, getting some damage on the raid section.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
We now have this raid section spawn in field. 3 raid section is probably an adequate number. Royal Engineers do get suppressed by the MG42. We now got all these Grenadiers a little bit exposed. Pioneers coming for a flank on the raid section. MG42 does force back the raid section. Raid section taking some damage. Raid section push way forward. Trying to push forward body to that heavy cover. They're going straight in. Focusing on the raid section was just fine enough. Grenadiers taking some severe damage, but that one squad may get wiped out.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
But only drops one more there. The other squad will stick on out of there, but he is severely wounded, so next conflict he won't do all too well. MG42 pushing forward, got some of his machine gunners pretty far forward as well, or assistant gunners. And thus he does find the base MG a little bit.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Grenadier moving around. And getting hit by some lag spikes. My apologies. For some reason, whenever I start a game, lag spikes happen. As the game continues on, it gets less worse, which should be the other way around. Maybe if I kill some tasks I have open, such as Discord, that may help out. Yeah, that felt like it helped. Raid sections taking some fire.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
MG does fall back. He does get this point decaptured, which I believe is a cutoff sector. Yes, it is. He's denying the munitions and fuel sector. Thanks that cutoff point.
The enemy is taking. The sector has been cut off.
Grenadiers engaging the Royal Engineers. Royal Engineers won't be able to do much from range. Grenadiers trying to capture this fuel sector. Or just try to decapture it. Capturing up the way. Oh, way too early. He should have stuck around a little bit longer to decapture that fuel sector. That intersection does fall back. This Grenadier taking more fire, so the model's getting interbody blocked by the intersection.
Half-track has arrived.
250 half-track now blowing the field. Flamethrower right here. He's going to mount up and start burning his opponents. MG42 set on up, suppressing down the raid section. Grenadiers now falling back as well. And now you have the air resupply operation, which gave him some medical supplies, a mortar, and a 6-pounder. Flamethrower straight forward, decides to get on out of there. These units do sprint into friendly sectors for the duration of the air resupply operations. A lot of medical supplies there, which could be captured. MG42 does get flanked by the raid section.
enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
And now this raid section is falling on back. This instruction, he's doing a good job policing the front line. All the sappers have an AT grenade. He does have the 6-pound here. Does take a good hit. He has a good idea that his opponent has gone for tactical support regiment, which means, and those aircraft could give him an indication he has got that 6-pounder. He got lucky receiving a miss there. Grenadiers backing on off from the raid section. Rifle grenade fired. Does eat it. At least he captures that sector. He can fall back, pick up some medical supplies, and push his way back forward. Grenadiers taking some severe damage. They do fall back now. Grenadiers do go down.
We have lost a squad.
Another raid section behind some heavy cover. The Grenadier and light cover taking fire first, though I think the one model out of cover does go down.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Decides to hauls down the half-track. Does receive a heat grenade, but now he does. MG has a bit of suppression. Does get suppression in that raid section. If Royal Engineers do fall back, Grenadiers get some shots onto them. Amazed about the medical supplies. He could perhaps go up there, pick up all the medical supplies. Could grab himself a mortar. Does find a landmine up there. The Grenadier does need to fall back. Raid section move around the flanks. We'll get a flank on this Grenadier. LMG now deployed on the field. He needs to hit that very close range squad. And does fall back there.
Half-track ready.
Does go ahead and mount up the half-track once again.
Seizing a sector. The enemy is taking our territory. A squad of pioneers has arrived. You guys, listen to me if you want to live. Enemy forces are securing our territory. Pioneers reporting objective captured.
Half-track charges his way forward. Try to get some damage there onto the raid section. Does see a nice 6-pounder shot. Does get behind that silo. Decides to dismount there. Have the half-track fall back. Flamethrowers do force back the raid section. Half-track now eventually won, which should have access to, yep, a reinforceability. Raid section taking some fire. Does throw a Molotov there. And the Grenadier squad does, of course, fall on back. Grenadiers down here getting some damage onto this intersection. Should be able to win out, but will take some damage. Plus, we'll get triple team. This guy does walk through this Molotov, so he does get burned up a little bit. MG42 trying to set on up here. Does fall back to one of those squads. The other squad's out of range. He's going for... he's deploying on landmine. .81mm mortars engaging the Pioneer to get some damage. Half track in the region. He's going to mount up. Half track now pushes his way forward. We've got the raid section receiving a bit of damage. We do have now the support armor core deployed out the field. Should be able to pull out some Panzer IVs. Good damage there. Trying to go heat grenade. Heat grenade has been cast. So it looks like half track will likely go down. Needs to dismount the Pioneers because it does have a bit of death chance, which 3 of them rolled unlucky. I think it's a 50-50 chance per model. And now the Pioneer does fall back. Should be able to escape on out there. MG42 rotating around. We have nothing to Garrison. That red border just deceived me. More landmines split out by the raid section. Against the suppression there, thanks to MG42. Does send another Molotov there. Does fall back. He's not keeping any munitions reserves for other abilities. Finds that landmine. I got some mortar hits there on the MG. And a rifle grenade there onto the mortar. Does at least get some hits there. MG42 severely wounded. He may want to send a Grenadier there to heal him up. Centaur AA tank now being on the build queue. We don't see a Panzer IV just yet. Needs a little bit more fuel. But we could see the short barrel Panzer IV. Going from half track. I disagree with that. Go for... Oh, you could go for both the half track and for the Panzer IV, but that's on the same queue. Half track is nice, of course, but I don't think it's worth it at this moment in time. And Pioneers may want to deploy the medical supplies onto that MG. Two 6-pounders on the field. That's a good amount of anti-tank. Which may warrant the Left 18. Though his opponent right now does need a Panzer IV or a Stug. He needs anti-tank. There's a Centaur. We do see the Panzer IV on the build queue. And now we got the Pioneers falling back. Everything's now falling on back.
We are losing a sector.
Grenadiers now push way forward, eyeing for a pair of Panzerfausts. One Panzerfaust actually bounced, so the double Panzerfaust failed. I'm sort of... You heard that first boom, so it actually did bounce. So no snare. He got pretty unlucky with that. Panzer IV on the about to get deployed on the field.
Enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
That Panzerfaust's pen rate is like nearly guaranteed.
Our opponents are
How did it
seizing
bounce on a
sector.
Centaur? Centaurs are not exactly very well armored as well.
Now we can see them before they see us.
We do have now this 50 half track, takes a good hit there from the pack, from the AT gun.
Losing a sector.
Rolls on this there, repair, or Minesweeper Pioneers trying to get it repaired on up. Centaur charges way forward. Intersection takes some damage. He does have spotting scopes from the Panzer IV as well, so able to self-spot. Does destroy out that half track. And now got mortar hits there. We do now have just this mortar. Just PSP to that mortar doing some good work. Panzer IV moving around. And that MG does need to fall back. Down here, we do have the intersection engaging the Grenadiers. Ooh, that Grenadier falls back. Centaur is prone to about ready to wipe it out. Roll some misses there, though. Pioneers a bit exposed. Grenadier will escape on out there. Henceforth did find a landmine around here. And now the Panzerforce backing off, has taken some severe damage. Grenadiers charge 24. Pack 40 does get a good hit there. Grenadiers may get a Panzerfaust off, decides to straight on back. This Grenadier is severely wounded, so it's very vulnerable to the Centaur as well. Gain some damage on the 6-pounders. At this point in time, 2 6-pounders field. I think a left 18 is not a half bad idea.
The enemy is taking our territory. We have a full squad. It's done.
Wer target!
Put us there onto the Grenadiers. Flamethrower Pioneer can easily displace that garrison. More Grenadiers push forward. As for finds a shot, does have these spotting skills out active. Good hits there. And mortar smoke there. Very nice, but not really necessary at the moment.
We are now authorized to request more powerful units.
You now have Cromwell on the build queue. Not bad. And I heard more powerful units, which means he has gone to Battle Phase 3. I would have been half to go for the short barrel Panzer 4 and or left 18 at this moment. Going for the strafe, but does charge forward, avoiding the strafe ability. Pack 40 does connect. Panzer 4 does not receive a hit there. It's a good hit on the 6-pounder. Panzer 4 needs to fall back. There's 2 AT guns hitting him. See the pen there? This one does go range, and Flamer Pioneers do fall back there. Right now, the VP is in favor of the Allies, the British, I should more precisely say. He almost has enough command points for the Churchill Crocodile, but it's likely not going to be deployed on out anytime soon. Rapid grenade fired. Gets a decent hit there. Cromwell finds a shot, receives a shot. Raid section does need to fall back. They're out of cover and they're severely wounded. Good Pack 40 hits there. Raid section charges way forward. We'll find the MG42. Grenadiers taking some damage as well. They can fall back, use some medical supplies. Rapid grenade fired right there. Gains some severe damage. Good chance he gets wiped out. No, he does not get wiped out. Got now the Royal Engineers flanking. Getting forced back there.
The capture point is being overrun.
Take some more hits there. Resistance forces all falling back. Mortar engaging, got another Centaur, forcing back the Grenadier. More mortar hits over here. But the last known location of the MG was Grenadier is going to receive a Molotov. Does mostly back out of it. The raid section does stay out of it as well. Backing off with some heavy cover, but the raid section should be just fine in this situation. Rifle grenade fired there. It's a great hit. And the raid section does fall back. Oh, I hear our landmines.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. Our opponents are seizing a sector. We have our reinforcements. It's done.
Oh, I hear something else. It's the Panzer IV been repaired enough. Panzer War from the build queue. So no left 18s.
rocket vehicle has arrived.
Panzerwerfers are probably better in most situations than the Left 18. I just like the Left 18 because it's a doctrinal item. Rifle grenade does kind of hitting the intersection there. Cromwell and Centaur straight forward.
Jerry has 300 points remaining.
6-pounders here and here. Pack 40. Around here. Great run does connect. We now got the Panzerwerfer barrage running on in somewhere. Maybe I'm hitting the mortar. Does not decrease the mortar. The mortar's at Veteran C3 as well. Now got the Grenadiers pushing forward. We've seen a bit of fire. Grenadiers find a landmine and they do fall back. Grenadiers taking some damage. Rifle grenade fired. Rolls a miss. Take some hits there. And the Grenadier does fall back. We've got another Quorum on the build queue. Raid sections are a little bit too stacked up. You can see some good splash damage from that Panzer IV. It rolls a miss. Engine 42 sitting on up, rolls another miss there. Wasn't exactly fully stationary. Trying to charge forward for a crush. Sees a Pack 40 hit. Cromwell and Centaur push forward. They do find a Pack 40. Grenadiers maybe eyeing for a Panzerfaust. Going for strafing support ability there. Pack 40 takes some severe damage. Grenadiers go for the Panzerfaust. And both gets wiped out.
Has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Centaur is alive. And likely will not go down. 2 Cromwells in the field. Got now Stug being pulled now. Which may be a good idea to mix in that command tank next. Panzerwerfer barrage running on in. He does steal the Pack 40. Right now the British player has a large amount of field. He is at overpopped cap. You see here 3, 2, and 1. Let's see, what are they building? Just some sandbags. Good hit down the Grenadiers. You may want to keep these intersections not reinforced while the engineers get reinforced to get the repairs. At this point in time, he may want to go for Anvil to get the advanced repairs since he has so many squads. I think it would have been better just to destroy the Pack 40 rather than trying to capture it. Because he is at pop cap.
Stug 3 ready to deploy.
The barrel player is lacking quite a bit of anti-tank on the field right now. As far as forward, does roll a back miss there. As far does take a hit there. So far getting no hits onto the Cromwells, or maybe just one hit. Wasn't paying attention. Stug here. Panzer IV sees it, bounce there. Stug is a good shot. Panzer IV is a good shot. That Cromwell uses hold fire there so it doesn't get revealed. We've got 2 6-pounders here, which will annihilate that Panzer IV. The Stug may be next. He did start backing on off, and the Grenadiers charge away forward. Molotov there. It's good damage onto the Grenadiers. New section does fall back. And got some mortar smoke there.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Raid section heading down, trying to decapture that sector. Panzerwerfer, eyeing for barrage in this region. Getting some good damage.
Our supply lines.
Strafe and run there. And rolls a miss and explodes the silo. I guess that still can't hit the broadside of the barn if he hit that when it's not even in front of him.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
More motor smoke there to protect the VP. Another Pack 40 on the build queue. He may want to go for another Stug. He may need to go cost effective against the Carmels rather than trying to go for Panzer IVs.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
Does pull out a very defensive teller mine there, not bad. He doesn't have any doctrinal munitions call-ins, so he can waste his munitions on other things.
Our opponents are seizing the sector.
Throws a couple misses there on the MG. Panzer Warfare Barrage, eyeing for a barrage over here. Nope, over here. Takes out that squad entirely, which will give the British players some more population room to work with. Actually, it's not a bad thing for the British.
Grenadier squad is ready.
Got soon to be triple capture. Rifle grenade fired. Rifle grenade does connect. More mortar smoke there. Very nice. Force for the ground there. Gained some great hits there. Force on the ground once again. Gets another hit. Very nice. And destroy the sandbags. Carmel's backing on off. One Carmel is slightly wounded. Get some hits there. Carmel does take a hit there. One of us there onto the Cromwell. But the squads are now falling back. Raid section does get suppressed. Grenadiers push their way forward. Does take some hits here. Does get some damage there on the Centaur. Now got the Panzer Warfare Barrage raining on in. Does get some good damage there. Howdy, nothing much, just casting. Grenadiers taking some good damage there from Carmels. Both Carmels do take a pen there. It's best to focus fire if you have a possibility, but that's not always the case. Stug able to self-spot thanks to the spotting scope here. Allows them to keep an eye on the region for the Grenadiers so they can advance them forward, eyeing for the VP. We have the repair sappers now repairing up the Cromwells. Get some decent hits there, splashing down the Grenadiers a little bit. Centaur pushes way forward. I am not hosting a tournament, no. Do got some good hits there on the Centaur. Not sure if there's, didn't realize that even a tournament's going on. Pioneers decapturing the sector and force moving some sandbags. Grenadiers taking some damage and they do fall back. We got a fresh Panzer IV on the field. Does get the spotting scope upgrade onto them. Probably a good idea to go for the Pintle. He doesn't actually have too much spare munitions right now. It would be almost all his munitions going for that Pintle at the moment. And the British player right now does have 200 munitions, so you can invest into one of the abilities. Maybe look for the forward observation post wouldn't be half bad, so you can bring in some sector artillery. Not sector artillery, Overwatch artillery. As a Warfare Barrage raining on in. Misses the repair sappers, which is lucky. They're not currently repairing at the moment, so they're just only stacked up, won't receive the extra damage if they did get a hit. But they are alive among everything else. Cromwell, Act 40, and Centaur in this angle. Grenadiers sort of move around and more or less on a blob, which could allow the Centaur to push forward and get the strafing run off. Panzer IV rolls a miss there. Raid section is just trying to back off some light cover. Grenadiers do take a bit of splash damage there from the Cromwell. They're very punched up. And good hit there. Pack 40 is trying to cover it. Mortar smoke there from the British player. Strafing run does get utilized. Focus on the captured Pack 40. And the Central VP has been recaptured by the British player. Centaur just still keeping guard in that region. Still getting repaired on up. And the raid section here will capture that strategic point. You could try it for... Not sure what the Wehrmacht player should go for, the Austere player. You could for another Panzer IV. Stug, maybe a bit more of economical choice. He only has one Pack 40 and one Stug. His fighting gets a good amount of armor. He does have 2 Pioneers for repairs. So here are the Pack 40 firing. This one here. They sit there on the Centaur, but does keep it plenty healthy. Here comes the Panzer IV Barrage. Gains some great hits there on these 6-pounders. But that's about it. Cromwell takes some damage, sandbags go down. Pioneers take some severe damage. And it looks like the AT gun does back on off, taking too much fire. Did actually use the Hunt ability, which is an ability I always forget that exists. The Cromwell detects signatures of hostile armored vehicles in the fog of war, so he does perhaps add a bit of map hacks against vehicles for a time frame, just minus the hacking part. I think his force fire on the ground, or no, just firing last known targets. Sometimes force fire on the ground with your mortar is not a half bad idea. If you're fighting against, say, a Bofors replacement, you don't want to micro the barrage themselves, you can simply get in the range, force fire the ground, just let it have at it. A lot less micro than occasionally clicking on it and using the barrage ability, which is probably better to use it like that, but still, just a bit more convenient just to get in range and force fire the ground. Decide to hurrah or sprint away. Cromwell advances on the flank, does have Efficiency 1, and of course the Commander. Does get a bit of splash on the Grenadiers. And we got a Panzer IV barrage running in somewhere. Over here.
Ready for trouble. Ready. All ship-shape and Bristol fashion. We're ready for...
Cromwell's pushing forward. Getting a bit of damage onto the Pioneer.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Over here, we do now have the Grenadiers pushing forward, getting a bit of damage onto the raid sections. Centaur strafing away.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Section is utilizing hit sandbags. They're pretty stacked up. They need to spread out because they're pretty... Okay, they are spread out now. They do get to capture the fuel sector. British player has plenty of fuel probably for the rest of the game. The Wehrmacht player needs a lot more fuel among manpower. They never have enough manpower. But now the British player is really pushing forward. If you look at the tactical map, you can see massive concentration force here. He has 2 Panzer Warfors, which could do some good damage. Barraging the VP in the repair sappers. Got Stug, Panzer IV, and Pack 40 in this region. Does roll a miss there. And he does not have the population space for a command tank, so he's probably have to get another Pack 40. It's probably a good idea, in my opinion. Does take some hits on the Panzer IV. Panzer IV is not going to do some repairs. We now have the Grenadiers engaged in the repair sappers. And we also got the Vickers upgrade onto the raid sections. More and more smoke there. Rifle grenade firing. Does get splashed a little bit. Nothing too significant.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Pack 40, or not Pack 40, still does get a good shot there. Pack 40 gets some good hits. Spreading damage across all those units. Panzerwerfer fighting a massive barrage. Takes out 2 squads. While replace the repair sappers, he does still have 2 raid sections. Probably adequate for now. He can rely more on armor.
Ready to cause all kinds of havoc.
And now got a Churchill Crocodile, and his opponent has really nothing against it. Churchill Crocodiles have more armor than Churchills while having less health.
Ready for orders.
The same can go for with the Churchill AVRE. Mortar now falling back. Repair sappers cannot actually be deployed on the field. He's at pop cap. 100 on 100, so even this racer cannot be deployed on the field. Yeah, maybe he should just let this Pack 40 go.
One of our anti-tank guns is gone.
I was not expecting him to do friendly fire like that, but he does let it go. But now he can get some of the squads reinforced all the way. That does put him down by 3 pops, which is enough to reinforce this squad. The mortar is less and less useful right now as well. His opponent has the MG and the Pack 40, so if the conflict starts, he needs to make sure that mortar is either barraging the Pack or smoking the MG. Actually, smoking the Pack wouldn't be half bad either. Some damage on the Grenadiers. Panzerwerfer barrage is raining on in. Probably gains some good vision, takes the spotting scopes. And you got the next barrage, force him at the British player. The Wehrmacht player has plenty of spare manpower and has some replaceable fuel for his vehicles, or vehicle replacement in the form of fuel. That's probably a horrible way for me to put it. He has fuel in reserve. There we go. But right now, the Churchill Crocodile is going to cause some big problems. Does recapture the Pack 40, because this 6-pounder is fully destroyed. Cromwell does take a hit there. We'll take time to repair it on up. The VP is in favor of the British player.
We have 300 points remaining.
We do now have the airdrop supplies not being activated. Or not airdrop supplies, it's the medical supplies from the airdrop supply. Blah, the medical effect. Which I'm surprised that was been there the entire time. It says fights more effectively. I actually don't know the stat multipliers of that. He does go and sprint his way forward. Gotta go fast. Does find a landmine somewhere. Or maybe the landmine actually got exploded by a stray shot. That telemine does explode. It was revealed, but does explode, killing off that entire squad below it. I thought it was revealed. Maybe it was never revealed. Strafing around there onto the Pack 40. The Stug does go down. Pack 40 versus C2. Rolls a miss there. Cromwell almost down. Pack Panzer IV falling on back, taking some severe damage. He's trying to go for a Panther. Panther still have a bit of a build time to it. Panzer IV does go down. Panzerfaust still connect onto the Centaur. The Panzerwerfers are in the barrage this region. There's a lot of stuff there. Try to hit the shots here. Does get some good hits there. Missed repair engineers. They did pull them back. Try to charge way forward. May see some Panzerfaust. They may actually go. Oh, they're not on cooldown. Churchill pushes way forward, creeps his way forward. He needs a lot of repairs. When the Panther comes out, he could perhaps clean up all the armor. Cromwell getting some much needed repairs. This limb's falling back. Got a bit of damage here. Cromwell's moving around, trying to find another opportunity. Cleaning up the Grenadier. He got a bit of damage there onto the Grenadiers. Panther charges way forward. Doesn't have spotting scriptures yet, so doesn't spot the Churchill. There we go. Does get a pen there on the on the Panther. There's a pen in return. Loading smoke, I just saw red. Another pen there. He's trying to charge for a heat grenade. Gets another pen there. Getting pretty lucky. Churchill's or Cromwell's trying to wait forward. May see a heat grenade. No heat grenade. Panther taking disturbing amount of pens, honestly. Thought it would have balanced a little bit more, but guess not. I suppose these are getting quite vetted. At Vet 2, they get mobility rate of fire, reload time, so nothing says increase pen on any of the veterancy. Honestly, I'm really surprised how many pens he got on the front of the Panther with the Churchill and the Cromwells. Panther needs some repairs, can't really push him forward, going for a secondary Pioneer. Panzerwerfer's off cooldown.
Pioneers ready for assignment.
Another smoke there. There's a lot of armament still needs repaired up for the British player. Wehrmacht player has 13 spare population, which means he can't really deploy out all too much. They either go for Panzer IV, Stug, maybe Command Tank. Against all that armor, a regular Panzer IV would probably be best, or a Stug. As much as I want to see the Command Tank to improve the Panther even further, that's probably not the best option.
We are ready for action.
As a Warf's off cooldown, when they get veterancy too, most artillerians get faster cooldowns. Mortars engaging. They almost sound like it was two mortar connects there, like if it was mortar in place, if it was not. He is starting to barrage. Gets decent hits there onto the mortar. He does go increase squad size to improve his repair engineers. Gets another hit there on the Cromwell. Rough grenade firing does force back that squad there. Ooh, detonates a landmine. Very nice. Churchill still alive, but barely. The orders just get repaired. It is faster to repair up the Cromwell than trying to repair up the Churchill, so going for the Cromwell is probably a better idea. Get that up in action first. Great damage there. Force back both Pioneers. He is going for Pack 40 instead of more armor. I think a Stug or a Panzer IV would be better. The VPs is still in favor of the British player. Has a almost 50% margin.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
All right, another job done well by Samus.
Margin's now 50%. Now it's greater than 50%. And now the Cromwell taking a shot there. Centaur persuading forward, getting some damage onto the Grenadier. Pack 40 engaging. And some warfare a bit close to the front line. Both of them are a little bit too close, I would say. Will result in very active barrages, don't get me wrong. And speaking about barrage, we've got barrage, both barrages running on in. This one does miss. This one somewhat misses as well. Damaged a little bit. Nothing too significant, honestly. For Panzer IV for barrages, the British player says that's acceptable losses. Not much munitions in reserve for the British player. Wehrmacht player has a little bit of munitions to work with as well. But the British player, like I said, can go for the forward observation post, which can give him some very powerful off maps. What was it? Your strafing support, anti-infantry strafing support, recon run, high explosive artillery, and the very, very powerful Overwatch artillery. Overwatch. When that was used to be a whole doctrinal ability, it was incredibly good. But now it's a little bit harder to access, but still incredibly good. Act 40 here. Churchill Crocodile now repaired. Pack 40 skirting around. Maybe trying to ambush something? I don't know. Two Pack 40s here, so it has a decent amount of anti-tank support of the Panther. Panther's a veteran C1, so it now has access to the Blitzkrieg tactics. Sector's being captured on up. We'll find some landmines. Very nice. The landmines did want to be found. Just they wish they would explode instead. More smoke there. Very nice. Oh, I didn't realize Rumble had raids. Well, welcome to the stream.
We've 200 points remaining.
Armor getting repaired on up still. Those sappers, Royal Engineers, have a full time just on repairs. Oh, Panzerwerfer barrages. I think somewhere over here. Over here. Bit of damage, nothing too significant. Good evening. Grenadiers push way forward. Can't really push forward through the Churchill. Give a bit of damage on that Royal Engineer. Churchill pushes way forward, trying to set up a blaze to the Grenadiers. Churchill's taking some severe damage now. It's not a regular Churchill, has a lot less health. Panzerwerfer barrage raining on in, trying to stop the point from being decaptured. Does get decaptured, but won't be fully captured. Rifle grenade is fired. Trying to overrun forward, trying to get the Panzerwerfers. Pack 40 rotating around, one does get decrewed. And Panzerwerfer does go down. Panther does take a shot there, straight from there, taking out the Pack 40s. Panther taking some severe hits. Panther would like to get decrewed. Panther severely wounded. Prioritize fire is enabled. Panther needs a blitz on back. And the Panzerwerfer needs to keep on running. Panther down. Nothing getting repaired, or things are getting repaired on up. Panzerfaust does fired, and the Austere player does back of the game. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And I'm going to go ahead and restart the game since the Cup Heroes 2 has quite a bit of memory leak issues. And as I start rebooting the game, I will use the restroom. So please give me a moment. And there we go. That should help with that.
Sega.
My apologies. I'm back. Let's see now. Got a couple observers in this one. We've done quite a bit of Ashtir, so let's try to find. Is OKW? We haven't done US. Maybe we can find. Let's see. Let's just double check. Well, this doesn't really give an indication if they're good or not. But it's going to help with an indication if whether or not they're not good. So that should be reasonable enough. Increase this. War and greetings everyone, and great here for another Cup Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the left bottom left side as the blue OKW player, we have Alexander the Great. Spawn on the top right side as the red Soviets, we have Who Am I? You're the Soviet player.
You need something built?
Conscripts on the build queue, not big surprise. We do have full conscript bulletins. And over here for the OKW player, we do got the cooldown, reload, and accuracy, along with the lag, ability recharge.
This is what we're trained for.
We have an early Kupovagen now pulled on the field. Volkswagen is on the build queue as well. Eyeing for this garrison. Looks like he is going to get in there at a pretty good time. There are 3 windows inside. It's actually not a bad spot for the Sturm Pioneers. Get some decent damage on the conscripts. They will need to get out of the garrison probably relatively soon, though he is technically have good cover compared to the light cover of the conscripts. Conscripts skirmishing around, trying to maintain max range, trying to maintain into light cover as well. Sturm Pioneers just got the garrison. Probably the best that they just don't charge forward. Sectors over here being captured on up.
Ready for order. Contact! Enemy infantry! You have orders? We have found the enemy!
Only 2 of the guys are currently fighting out from the garrison here, so it's not a great spot. Volks Grenadiers on the build queue, and the conscripts do fall back. Volks Grenadiers up 3-4. There's plenty of heavy cover both sides. Well. Both players behind some wills. Okay, that was horrible. And I don't know why. Oh, this is the reason why. It feels like I'm sideways. It's because this VP is sideways, and that's why I just feel like the game just is sideways. Yeah, it's annoying the crap out of me. Because I keep on trying to hit double backspace to reach the camera angle, and nothing's happening. Kupovagen getting some damage there. Neither player selected a doctrine, so let's take a look at both players' doctrine. For the Soviet player, guard motor coordination tactics, always a reasonable doctrine. Which, if he goes for a number of legs, the 120mm mortar could be decent against them. Guards are always nice, and T-34A5s are reasonable. Shock rifle frontline tactics, if you want shocks and IS-2s. Likely not the KV-8 though. So camouflage pack 4, also is not half bad doctrine. You get the IS-2s, you get access to 8 stealth AT guns, incendiary barrage, shocks. It's a good doctrine to say the least. Conscripts, one squad does fall back. This conscript's taking some good damage. Drone Pioneers heading down there to help out, and the conscripts do fall back. And the last one he has is Advanced Warfare Tactics, which can give him some T-34A5s as well, PPSH conscripts, conscript repairs, and Stormviks. Don't think that one's super great at the moment. For the OKW player, we could see Elite Armor. There's usually a doctrine see locked in earlier than later, so he's probably not going to go for that. Here, Storm Doctrine. It could be useful. If he goes for mechanized, he can go for the Open Bliss truck. It does have the same ability as the US ambulance, So you can use that as alternative to the Battle Group HQ. So if he goes mechanized, he could go for this. Breakthrough Doctrine could give him access to the Jagdtiger, which may not be super great, honestly. We do not have a
Grenadier, ready for action.
SWS half-track being plotted out. I have a feeling it's going for mechanized. So I'm leaning more towards the Fury-Storm Doctrine.
Contact! Target secure! Fire!
Volk's Grenadier is taking some fire.
Standing by for setting of command post. Get fire on that infantry!
Volk's Grenadier is behind some heavy cover. You now have the Kuhwagen taking some damage and everything overrunning the conscripts. Volk's Grenadier is taking some damage.
Men are focused and ready! Enemy infantry!
Conscripts do fall back. We do have this Volk's Grenadier throwing the Senior Grenade.
Retreat!
Volk's Grenadiers does fall back there. SW has tracks way forward. I still don't know what he's going for. Let's just keep it selected. He is going for the Battle Group HQ for the medics. But he's pulling it more in the middle of the map, so he's going for forward reinforcements.
Kill the vehicle. Location set.
Because that is forward. He could have pulled, if he's going to push it forward, maybe he could have gone right there. Maybe a little bit dangerous, but you can always go to the, combine it with the Fearstorm Doctrine. But now, yeah, in fact, him deploying it forward could always allow him to go with the Open Blitz later on in case he loses it as a backup plan.
No enemy activity.
Volks or Strum Pioneers need to cancel that landmine. He decides to stop building it. He maybe underbuild it later.
Been permanently established
Does
as a
cancel
static
landmine
post.
now, and the Strum Pioneers are going to fall back to the Battle Group HQ or the medics, or maybe not. They need medics.
Covering fire! Covering fire!
Volks Grenadiers engaging from light cover. He's about to get flanked. He's going to take some severe damage. Drops a couple Strum Pioneers. He should have just fell them back to the Battle Group HQ because they literally did very little after they did that soft retreat action. Now everything's falling back. You now have the medics on the way. These guys do have some heavy cover there.
Machine gun team ready for battle.
MG34 would be nice. Volks Grenadiers need to eye for the heavy cover. Conscripts push forward. No Molotovs just yet, nor does he have it being researched. Does go off the Battle Group HQ, spots all the sandbags. He could put an MG34 behind the sandbags and make sure this Battle Group HQ doesn't get overran as easily. I'm not sure if he saw the MG34 as well. There's a good chance he didn't see it there. Oh, he saw it now. He's going straight for that garrison. He doesn't have Molotovs. It's being researched now, but there's a flamethrower. Who needs Molotovs when you have a flamethrower? It throws flames. It's not like conscripts throwing a Molotov. Ooh, it drops the MG34 there. I think he's just going to come pick it up.
It's now available
Combat
to all
Engineer's a little bit too winded, the Flamethrower one, but the Minesweeper one has plenty of health. Retreat, should not have retreated back that Flame Engineer. He could have got the Flame Engineer inside the garrison. No, there's no window on the side, just a door. If he wants to shoot out doors, you should only shoot out windows, right? Volks Grenadier is now getting suppressed.
Ready for deployment!
Volks Grenadier is straight forward.
Send your orders!
And the Grenadier is taking some severe damage here. They do throw a Cinder Grenade down on top of Maxim. Maxim does get on out of there. You now have the Guards throw a grenade. Was good. And this guy may just need to soft retreat to the HQ. Conscript's getting some damage there from the Kuhwagen. Does fall back now. And that Volkswagen is still not pushing forward or backwards.
The enemy is encroaching
on our territory. Fresh meat has arrived.
Wait,
Wagon ready.
I didn't realize there's actually a button here to follow track target unit, maintaining units, maintain the unit in track range. Let me just. How do I have not ever seen this button before? What is the hotkey for it?
No enemy contact.
I've cast this game for years. I've never noticed this button. I'm an idiot.
Has arrived on the battlefield.
Black half tractable on the field. He knows he's fighting against Maxims as well as guards, so the chance of assist is very likely. Plus, the guards will be decent versus it. And he knows about the. No, he does not know about Molotovs just yet, does he?
Prepare for combat.
But I heard a landmine detonation. Ooh, conscripts found a landmine. Does suppress the guards. The guards took maybe 1 point of damage. At least 1 point of damage. You can't receive suppression like that unless you did take a point of damage. I think you only received 8 point of damage, maybe 0.1 damage. After all, this game does support decimal values.
Ready for action.
Black half track pushes way forward. We'll find a flank opportunity. Conscripts could Ura onto it, but he's not paying enough attention up here. Taking quite a bit of damage now. Conscripts fall back. Maxim falls back.
Supply sector under attack. We're builders, not killers. Why are they shooting at us?
He does go embrace her. He also did merge. Oh, he merged on the guard squad. That's how they didn't take any damage. He actually merged. So that landmine did find both squads. He just immediately merged onto it to get those models replaced. Good damage there on the flak half track. Does back on off. Very vulnerable to even small arms fire right now. Guard squad does fall back. Flame engineer is pushing around. Both those squads are now falling back as well. Black half track needs to fall all the way back and get repaired on up.
Disembark!
He went down the small arms fire right there. What was he thinking? He went down the combat engineer's bolt action rifles. He was that low in health. Combat engineers went down. I think there was a well-placed leg hit, and the Volkswageners finished him off. But that was an absolute throw on that black half track. Cheer Panzer quarters now being set on up. He does not have enough fuel for a Panzer IV afterwards, or really any fuel assets afterward being deployed on up. You can get the gun upgraded at least.
Orders complete. Ready to execute. What's the fly? Machine gun! Displace!
Oh, the MG-34, since it's been captured by combat engineers. Combat engineers have decent rifles and took out the Kubelwagen no problem. In fact, there's also 5 combat engineers here, so this thing has better combat capabilities than the defense crews have better combat capability than a combat engineer. Oberstadt is being put on the field. I think that's before the Sheer Panzer Quarter gets its gun upgraded. Nope. The gun upgrade's pretty quick, though. Panzer authorization. Like now eyeing for a barrage. Volkswageners now pushing way forward. Another grenade's been thrown. Volkswageners do take some good damage.
Attempting to capture our territory. The sector is at risk. We have an isolated sector. A sector has been cut off.
Both sides are lacking AT at the moment, barring some other miscellaneous sources. But no hard counters so far. Almost a Field 4 or Panzer 4. Could go for Jagdpanzer. But the Soviet player is only at 7 fuel per minute. He's going for the Mechanized Armor Company. He can get out T-34-85s. By the time the Armor Company gets deployed in the field, he can get a T-34-76. But so right now, it's probably a good idea for the Okada player to go for a Panzer 4 since it's been maintaining great fuel control on this map. Conscript's not roaring the way forward. Bundle grenade there, Molotov return. Conscripts do fall back, does not try to finish him off. Did take a little bit of damage there. Ooh, nice flare mine. I do love the flare mines. MG34 firing away. He does use the armor-piercing rounds. And it reloads the guns, so that disables the armor-piercing rounds. One of the defense crew models now gets annihilated there, getting all 3 guys pointed at him. And of course, he is now in the reload animation since he did the incendiary rounds has been on cooldown and gets annihilated there by poor control. Light barrage onto MG34 as well. Guard squad does fall back. And now the Katyusha now on the build queue.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
That is a blob of Volksgrenadiers. Volkswagen look behind, decapture the point. Volksgrenadiers blobbing their way forward. Katyusha should be very effective against that. No Panzer on the build queue. He's not second doctrine just yet, so you could eye for the Hetzer.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector. Anti-tank gun is ready for action.
Is this gun now blown on field? Soviet player is now pushing forward from multiple angles, gaining some good suppression. Soviet player has plenty of squads in the field and starting to pursue these forces. They may just want to turn around and find some heavy cover here and re-engage, but trying to avoid the captured pack MG34. Here comes the Katyusha barrage. First rockets. At least he forced back the group. He may not get any. Got a good amount of kills there. His opponent is going for a Panther. The Panther is not very useful right now. Panzer IV is far better than the situation. The Light does get decrewed.
Yes, comrade. You need light anti-tank support? You have orders? It is now under our control.
Oh, there's a boot trap here. An excellent boot trap.
Ready for action.
The guard squad does need to fall back, needs to get healed up and reinforced. MG34 could set him up and I hope he decides to fall back as well. These forces are to get healed up and reinforced. Panther deployed on the field, going for the Panzer Commander. He has actually deployed the Elite Armor Doctrine. Sturm Tiger could be quite nice. Would have been better at this. Sturm Tiger would have been better than the Panther at the moment, though it doesn't have enough command points.
Point is ours.
Sturm Morzenwagen. That's me an assault mortar. suppose that I suppose assault mortar is correct, and also horribly wrong as a rocket. By the way. Oh, the lag actually got fully captured there. Katyusha barrage raining on in. Good incendiary grenade. This folks doesn't need to fall back. It does overrun the Maxim. Incendiary grenade there. Another incendiary grenade there. Panther won't be able to do much. Though the Katyusha's being a little bit stupid. Needs to keep his distance. The Panther of the Commander has very little anti-infantry capabilities. The Pentagon will make at least some anti-infantry capability, but now without even that, that Panther is solely anti-tank. And his opponent has no tanks. I just really disagree on the deployment of the Panther. I'm just going to leave it at that. And do now have the artillery barrage come on in, which may destroy the lag. Does destroy the lag. Panther moving around. He makes 82 grenades, also sort of pointless. It will take another 2 before he gets the engine correct. Right now, I disagree the play style of both players. The Soviet Travel player is starting to catch good amount of sectors now recaptured. He probably should get an Su-85 out on the field rather than T-34-85 to deal with the Panther. Or, the Panther is not really threatening. Look, it's taking forever just to even kill off a single Maxim. Another possibility is, don't deploy out any vehicles. The Panther's not any big threat. It may sound weird, but if he ignores the Panther, that is a possibility. I mean, the sequence this gun is just doing plenty enough. The Panther will escape on out of there. He has some good damage there. He also sort of blew up his own Obuzots in there. There is no window side, so he needs to get out of this building. That building's worthless. Conscripts here do get overran. Maybe another Katyusha? So he can hit his opponent's blobs a little bit more often. And then he invests his munitions onto landmines, because as of right now, he doesn't really have any big munition sink. He can ignore a marked vehicle if his opponent does not, if he doesn't play out anything. He can ignore the Panther. And then he can ignore a marked target if he ignores the Panther. Just weird, stupid ideas I have. He is to point out T-34-85 that will give the Panther something to shoot at. Maybe actually instead of Katyusha, maybe 120mm mortars. The auto attacks could be decent against those blobs. Hit the unit in the front as they start charging forward. The units in the back starts getting hit pretty hard. So yeah, maybe 120mm mortar, and put it right here. I mean, this is a pretty nice line of sight blocker. I cannot speak, can I? For the 120mm mortar, plus plenty heavy cover there for them. Nothing like gravestones to say life. Nothing says like death to say life. Panzer IV now being pulled on the field. And now, with that being pulled out, I'm now leaning a bit more impartial towards the Su-85. German Pioneers do fall back. Volkswagen is getting suppressed. Panther charging way forward, finds a T-34-85. Both will have their rear armor exposed. Does have another artillery barrage there. Marked target does come forward. Panther armor does get the assist. Gets another good pen there. Does not have. He did use the button there, but it looks like it largely failed. Gets a bounce there. Conscripts, there's the little AT grenades. Does have another AT grenade available. Gets pinned there, and the Panther goes down to T-3485. Why did he charge forward that Panther like that? I guess he was really trying to hunt down that Katusha. But he didn't really need to do that. Panzer IV needs to go forward. Okay, he does go ahead and not brace dirt. If he would have kept that position, he would have been instantly killed by crushes. Guard squad does fall back. We could try capturing this gun. Panzer IV turns away forward. Maxims do fall back. MG34 gets wiped out. And does capture this gun with the Obersatzen. It'll be hard to kill it, but it'll be expensive to reinforce it. Never mind. Katusha rockets don't care how hard it's to kill. After all, it's target size, not health. Rolls a miss there. T-3485 rolls a bounce. AT grenade does connect, but no pen, or no, not enough damage to get the crit, engine crit. T-3485 will beat the Panzer IV in 1v1 combat. MG34 will get overran. Not on off cooldown just yet. He does not have enough munitions for it either. Some PTRS fire will connect to the rear armor of the Panzer IV. Oh, it does have enough munitions there, so he might have had another ability casted. Or he got enough munitions there. T-3485, not T-3485. Panzer IV crawling his way back. There's not enough fuel for another one. Also partially partial to the Sturm Tiger, which is probably a wrong choice. And these forces do all fall back. I wonder. Does have the forward retreat. It's on cooldown, so I can't barrage the retreat point. Captured Zis, falling back. The Zis is actually at 0 health as well, so if it gets decrewed, I believe the gun will instantly explode. Obersatzen is starting to get overran. He's sending these forces not fully reinforced into combat. And now, this could be very deadly. Katusha barrage. It's actually raining down there. It's actually missing quite a bit. Volkswagen is charging way forward. Obersatzen about to get wiped on out. Does tree on back. T-35 not fully reinforced. Panzer IV repaired it enough.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Charges way forward. Both prioritize fire. Gets a miss there. Gets a pen there. Goes activate heat rounds, which will improve the damage. Not necessarily, I don't think improve pen.
Capturing supply sector.
Gets hit down the MG34, which I believe is a just big blip. And now we do have a marked target there. Panzer IV needs to get on Elder. Could blitzkrieg away. Volksgrenadier is capturing this sector now. MG34 needs some reinforcements. Volksgrenadiers do fall back. We have the captured Zis here, which can always utilize the light artillery barrage if needed. Obersatzen getting some much needed healing. These forces gain much needed reinforcements. Fuel enough for a Panzer IV. It's 140 fuel, right? Yep.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Just need some more manpower. I thought I heard a landmine detonation up. Yep, up here. Or save up his fuel and manpower for a Sturm Tiger. Secondary T-3485 not deployed on the field. And that I wouldn't waste a barrage on a 3-man squad. Plus the Mac range barrage, so the barrage will scatter everywhere. Literally all around it. Literally you're all around it. Volksgrenadiers, Obersatzen charging forward on Blob. T-3485 is moving forward and engage. Heat rounds have been utilized. Rolls a miss, however. X-Files does fire. Rolls another miss there. Heat rounds only work if it gets at least a 10. A hit. Let alone 10. Storm Pioneers does need to fall back as well. Ziscum captures Ziscum, gains some good damage.
Guard squad ready.
Awaiting command. Machine gun ready.
Taking time to fire some shots there. It's not a half bad idea. This one only has T-3485s as AT. We got another Zist on the build queue. Maybe save him for a Panther as well. He needs more manpower for the Sturm Tiger. But he is going for the Panther. Which is probably a better option than the Sturm Tiger at this point in time.
The new men have arrived.
Pioneer Singular has quite a bit of work in front of him.
AT gun is ready for combat.
Fresh AT gun, walking their way forward.
Conscripts here.
Got him pretty quiet now. Enough of the ambient music to go back up rather than the combat music.
D-34 ready.
Panther now deployed on the field. T-3485s. The other one's efficiency too. Main gun targeting and rate of fire, so improves perhaps its accuracy and of course the rate of fire. And aggregate the ease as well as fire the main gun with greater frequency. So both of them have increased rate of fire. Both trainers receiving some suppression. Katusha Barrage raining on in. Ziscun taking severe damage. May want to fall back to Battle Group HQ. Answer 4 rolls a miss. This almost lost his too, so it gets all its offensive veterancy now. Accuracy, and it's like a massive amount of accuracy. That's when they start annihilating stuff, and they can rapidly get vetted up once it gets vet too. Landmine unsuccessfully built. Not being cancelled. AT grenade does connect on the Panzer IV, doesn't need to fall back, it repairs. Stops in this region. You could try finding angle engage the conscripts and not be pursued by the T-3485. In order to capture the VP, he could just throw a frangible smoke grenade. Caustic titanium tetrachloride causes a smoke screen of hard nearby infantry through acute exposure. I wonder, what is that? Caustic titanium tetrachloride. Never heard of that one. There. It's probably not chlorine gas in the form of a weapon. Probably is classified as a smoke weapon like white phosphorus. Panzer IV blitzing away, has taken severe damage. Sturm Pioneers taking some damage as well. Sturm Pioneers are falling back. T-3485 rolls up a miss there. Ziscun does get a hit. We do now have mark target onto the Panther. He may want to use the Sheer Pen squad to shoot it down. Here comes a Katusha Barrage. Gets a full squad wipe. It does fall back the squads. That one will escape on out of there. Now Sheer Pen squad is firing away. This gun takes some severe damage. T-3485 here. T-3476 could try to charge his way forward. Or at least get out from inside of the T-3485. Severe damage there, and there goes the Panther. And it looks like the open player is back in the game. It's Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. I may have time for one more replay tonight, and I say that when the music blared and stuff blared at the last moment. Huh. I just realized there's a relic symbol down the bottom right. And oh, let's go to a 2v2. Haven't done one yet tonight. And I have not touched US today as well. So let's try it. There's a US. Maybe we could try keep an eye on this one. Find one with a mix. Yep, that should be good. Even though this does not indicate that these are going to be good players, at least may indicate they won't be bad players. That is the horrible way for me to put it, but let's do this one. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Couple Heroes 2 replay, straight from the Live Games lobby. Spawn on the bottom right side is the Blue Soviets, who's going for penals. We have NiceGuy.AUT. Spawn as the US Forces, we have Lieutenant, Dick, and Healed. And I get a lag spike immediately. Oh, great. We do have, for the Magenta Austere player, we have Darth Plebius 44. And for the red OPW player, we have Collins Ba, I think. Going for a bit of wire there. Not really likely there's going to be a fight around this region, but could be. And we do have immediate Dr. Locken of Infantry Company, which gives access to rifleman field defenses immediately. We'll have access to mortar half-tracks and M1919s. And we got a double Kuberwagen opener for the OPW player. Let's see Scavenge for Jägerlight Infantry transition. Fortifications for some defense to Fallschirm Jägers. So he may be eyeing just not go for Volks, even though he does have a Volks card here. This does not affect other infantry units. Obersass increase accuracy, which only affects Obersass and not Fallschirm Jägers. And Shum Pioneers build faster. Defense Rush. That's actually not a half bad card, honestly, since Shum Pioneers you have to build more longer time building barbed wire, reinforced barbed wire. He is going Volks Grenadiers, so never mind. He just wants to Kuberwagen. The rear echelon getting forced back, no problem. Got the Sheer Pencil Quarters now on the not Sheer Pencil Quarters. Estudios half track on the way. For his teammate, we do have 2 Grenadiers and an MG42. The Soviet player does have a pair of penals and an M3. No flamethrower on the build queue just yet. Needs one more munitions worth of fuel, but does at least force back the Pioneers. Weapon squad is track number 4, getting some damage onto the Sturm Pioneers. Sturm Pioneers are in not a great garrison. There's only 2 windows able to fire, and the rifleman squads, no, they're not behind heavy cover, light cover. There's still a good number of them. Kuberwagen's getting some good damage. He's focused behind 1 rifleman squad at a time, which is very good. And that one does fall back. There's a possibility it gets wiped out, but he does not. And the Kuberwagen try to get pursuit. He told him, don't pursue. Engage. Sturm Pioneers do pop on out. She'll find down 2 models there. Got the Sergeant's got to get inside this garrison. A not good garrison as well. One would on the side, but does do that to hop on his way forward. Both Grenadiers are just some heavy cover here. Kenigrad getting, or not Kenigrad, Kublai engaging in very close range, preventing the point from being captured. We got a pineapple to pull on the field as well. Was not paying attention to that. And needs to get out of the garrison. That is not a good garrison to fight from. Up north, we do have the not half track. M3 white scout car engaging. He does receive a Panzerfaust. Against Ushed here, it's not exactly great to go for the M3. Geno's engaging the Grenadiers, and Grenadiers do fall back. Rifle grenade firing, getting a flanking rifle grenade. Great hit there. Does wipe it out.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
Geno's are behind some heavy cover there. Grenadiers also behind heavy cover. And also Grenadiers are behind heavy cover. Does rotate around. The Penal squad is just simply outnumbered. The M3 no longer has an engine crit. Could push his way forward now. Has plenty of help maybe the Tango with. Vaagans come for a flank. Both Vector C1, so they both have access to the detection ability. And they do detect the fact that that Penal squad is falling back with 4 members at pretty good health. Was there another squad wipe there? He has lost a rear echelon squad. See him lose that, but he did. Kuvan goes down to the M3. The M3 annihilates Vaagans. I was going to try to annihilate the other one. We do have MG42 here for defense, which also has a flamethrower in the back. So he's getting some good damage to the MG42. He's hopefully popping on this side. Does pop on that side. He is severely wounded, so not yet the Kuvan poses a threat to him. The M3 needs to get on out of there. He can step on it. Oh wait, no, that ability is no longer there. It's now the, or maybe it is there, just off to the side.
Yes. 120mm mortars are now available for deployment.
M3 does go down. Rifle squad getting hit by the flanking Grenadiers. 120mm mortars now available for the Soviet player. He's gone for guard motor coordination tactics.
Our opponents are seizing
And he
this
does
sector.
go for a squad of guards. The OKW player has gone for a squad of Fallschirmjägers, and now the Wehrmacht or Austria player is going for a 2-2-2. Fallschirmjägers taking too much damage, getting multi team. Rex or Lieutenant pushed way forward, bundle grenade there, blows up one of the rifle models. Lieutenant's in the back, getting some good damage for his Thompson. And now the Fallschirmjäger squad is trading. Rifle squad trying to build some sandbags. This rifle squad has built some sandbags. Engagement heavy cover. While they're much more booted, they may actually win the fight. Riflemen are actually pretty decent at long range. And we have the STGs there. Best way for me to put it, Riflemen and Grenadiers, if they're both engaged each other at max range, both of them max health, it's actually a 50-50 coin flip of who wins. Granted, Grenadiers are cheaper, so it's a bit more cost effective, but still. The comparison between the two at long range is very similar. Rifleman and Lieutenant behind some light cover there. Shroom Pioneers behind some heavy cover. And this guy is behind a line of sight blocker. Rifleman engaging the Kublai behind heavy cover. He's quite wounded. Shroom Pioneers falling back. This rifle squad maybe eyeing for a AT grenade. He does have a M20 being pulled on out. Not expecting that. He will run to the MG42. He does have grenades research.
Light MGs now on the line.
He knows which way forward, getting some damage on the Pioneers. Grenadiers behind some light cover. Guards getting some damage. No DPs just yet. Rifle grenade firing. Get some good damage there. Do fall back. The Grenadiers nice and early. Does drop another model. Another Grenadier squad pushes way forward. He does not have enough munitions for another rifle grenade. But he has to be very careful. There's still a good number of models here, which means a high amount of DPS.
Boy, you ready to roll out? Enemy hostile! Listen to gun! Taking effective fire!
Utility taking time to capture the sector. His teammates, penals in this region. Up here we got the guards rifle being pursued by the grenadiers. MG434 does find a half burst there, not suppressing down the guards. And the MG42 fighting the penals, forcing back. They're far too wounded to push any further. He does have healing at home, no grenade or Molotov, no conscripts for that upgrade. And the utility car is repaired and the central VP captured. Like taking some fire from the utility car. Utility car being chipped down a little bit with the small arms fire. Oh, I thought the armored skirts make it bulletproof. Guess not. So taking some decent damage there. Panzerfaust. Oh, double Panzerfaust. Nice teamwork there.
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
Now we've got a M5 half-track being employed on out by the Soviet player. Is he planning to mount up with the penals? Quite possibly. Lieutenant pushes way forward. Another utility car by the US player? Utility car is more of a 1v1 tool rather than team games tool. Good landmine there. Decent grenade there. Volkswagen now engaging, get a bit of a first strike bonus. 3 of the models out of the 4 are firing, in which get both the FGs is firing, which is the important part. Grenadiers taking some flamethrower damage, so some fallback. Quad half track. That's the end. The quad does beat a 2-2 in 1v1 combat. Does take a full volley first, but gains some good damage in return. Ideas falling back. M5 or M16 or ZSUM17 takes severe damage. Does take out the 2-2 and does try to go for incendiary rounds. Does avoid it. I heard a landmine detonation somewhere. Panzergrenadiers found a landmine. Has to keep his distance. Does lose the flamethrower combat engineer. The M3 should just keep on running. And Panzerfaust or Vulkanwerfer does the kill there. MG does fall back there. Rusty's forces being suppressed a little bit by the MG34, as well as by MG42. Guards somehow not suppressed yet, being in negative ground. And does fall back for that lob. The squad of Fallschirmjägers. See, the Wehrmacht player is going for Battle Phase 2. Doesn't have enough fuel for a Panzer IV, so he is teching at a good rate, to say the least. Not going to be falling behind to get out of Panzer IV as soon as he can. The utility player does have sheer Panzer quarters, going for the Panzer authorization. So it still needs a bit more fuel to get out of Panzer IV himself. Another 100 fuel. Maybe worth to go straight for a Jagdpanzer, depending how the game goes. The Soviet player does have now 120mm more in the field, has plenty of infantry on the field as well. Looks like he's barraging this area. He knows the point's being captured on up. Bolsheviks do avoid the damage. Only taking a couple splinters, or shrapnel. Metal splinters. Majors here, perhaps bringing some major artillery. US player does not have enough fuel for a major. It's has built those utility cars. Oh, detonates the landmine there. I wonder if we saw that being built. Either way, landmine destroyed. Grenadiers now falling on back.
A capture point is under attack.
120mm mortar, probably a little bit too close. We'll get very accurate shots there. Rifle grenade connects with the 120mm mortar, M20 fighting fire support. Over here, we do now have the rifle squad kings engaging. Does have or not bars, but M1919 on that squad. And the allies do have 42 munitions per minute, so they can get more M1919 relatively soon. So player has a nice munition reserve, 24 mark target. Doesn't really have any really big sink. Does have faster building landmines, cheaper landmines, which can be very nice.
Rear echelon troops on the front line.
Wait, the US player redeployed out rear echelons? I guess he wants the minesweeper. That's the only reason why I would say redeploy them. Because he has rifleman field defenses, so his rifleman squad can pull out fighting positions if needed. There's some landmines here. Another landmine there, very nice. Grenades engaging. We do have incendiary rounds not activated.
Send orders. Unit under fire.
Grenades now falling back. MG42 up there. Major tanks of fire. MG42 taking a barrage there from the 120mm mortar. Utility color still policing the flanks.
Our supply line just got cut off.
And now that engineer squad, combat engineer does fall back.
The sector is at risk.
Grenade's been thrown, or stun grenade. Does suppress that squad, like firing away, maybe trying to hit that 120mm mortar. And now got a Sherman tank on the field, very nice. And now got some FG-42s being deployed out on the Fallschirmjägers. This one does not have enough munitions for his next spare. In 1919s will make these rifle hit very hard. Does get sandbags there, taking some hits from the leg. Volkswingers do fall back now. We got a Kennewerfer and an MG in this region. Grenadiers do fall back.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Sherman picking up on a field. OKW player is going for a Panzer IV. The Austria player has a Panzer IV.
Taking our territory.
Soviet player has T-34-85, so we got medium tanks for everybody. Granted, the Soviets is a little bit more heavier, being an 85, 34-85, but we'll flank the MG-42 no problem. It looks like the rear echelon will find the MG. Panzer IV pushes his way forward.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Panzer IV finds a pen. T-34-85 gets a pen in return. T-34-85 have more health, but does receive the Kennewerfer hit there, so it's not a fair fight. More hits there. And the Panzer IV gets the kill. T-34-85 will get one more pen, and his teammates stole the kill. But does not get any veterancy from it. Look here. One kill, no veterancy. Sherman tank of high explosive loaded. We're starting to see a bit of armor by the Axis player, so maybe a good idea for the Soviet player to go for Su-85. He has a good amount of anti-infantry in his infantry.
Enemy forces now has 300 points.
Panzer IV charges way forward, and the guard squad does fall back. Rifleman squad gains suppressed.
We're losing a capture point.
Grenade's been thrown. And the rifle squad does fall back. Sherm tank rolls and miss, has armor-piercing rounds loaded. Little final landmine there. Fallschirmjägers, oh yeah, they don't have Panzerfaust anymore. Does roll and miss there with the Panzer IV. Sherm tank fires a shot against, needs to prioritize fire. Good smoke there by the utility car. Utility car takes a hit, but that's fine. He does abandon the vehicle there. The utility car does go down. The utility car crew could try for a repair crit. Does try to go for a repair crit. Gets a pin. Both sides are one shot away from death. There's the engine repair. But now got the Panzer IV scoring the main gun destroyed, and the other Panzer IV scoring the death crit. Good teamwork there by the Axis players. And looks like both of the allies do fall back out of the game. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. That was a little bit short. Well, I have time for one more replay then. See, let's do another 2v2. Go to the same matchup. Let's just not do that. Same matchup. Let's try. There we go, Brits. Same player as before. I think. Yeah, that should be decent enough. Let's see, now do you have always? That's one part I always forget. Is it now or do I have to wait? It is now. Heavy front and rear armor offers very little protection from mines. Don't think I've ever seen that tooltip. Greetings everyone, Angrade here for another Company Heroes 2 replay straight from the live games lobby. Spawn on bottom left side as the blue US player, we have a foreign name. Spawn as the British player, we have Microsoft 365 PowerPoint. Spawn as the magenta Gearstorm Doctrine, we have Collins By. And spawn as the Wehrmacht player, we have Your Mom's Pies So Hot Right Now. For Rifleman squads being put on the field, we got an immediate doctrine lock-in of Royal Engineers, going for some sappers and a universal carrier. It's definitely a better version of the Bren carrier from Company Heroes 1, because this one's universal, while the other one's only constrained for carrying a Bren. That's clearly how that works, right? For the OKW player, we do have Volksgrenadiers. We may see the Flamethrower Combat Engineers going for some tank traps. You could just charge way forward, the rear echelon trying to get inside the garrison. And the Wehrmacht player has gone for MG42 into some Grenadiers. MG42 here, a Grenadier here. Intersection behind some heavy cover as well. Our Rifleman squads push forward. Rear echelon do abandon the VP. Maybe head into the diminished sector. Drone Pioneers behind some light cover. Could try actually pushing forward a little bit and maybe go for some heavy cover there. Though that could be a little bit bad because I only see two green dots there. Over here, we do have the Grenadiers and MG42 engaged in the Bren carrier. Volksgrenadiers laying down multiple rounds of sandbags. Right now, Sturm Pioneers are trying to keep the field points captured, and they are successful.
Volksgrenadier, ready for action.
More Volksgrenadiers, and a SW has half track, so we may be eyeing a early battle group HQ. Honestly, the mechanized HQ is not a half bad option in team games. 1. The Opel Blitz can be used as an ambulance at far home. 2. Your Wehrmacht ally can build you a med bunker. If you have OKW teammate and it's 2v2 and they wish to go mechanized, please build your OKW ally a medical bunker. They will thank you by shooting your opponent.
Grenadiers under attack! Shift your fire!
Grenade Warfare now upon the field. 2 Grenadiers into Grenade Warfare. Grenadiers in intersection engaging behind some heavy cover, so Grenade Warfare can help win that fight from a nice safe distance. Fight seems pretty even, but looks like Grenadiers are slowly winning out. Nope, it's still pretty even. Rear echelon skirmishing around, taking some severe damage from the Grenadiers and Volksgrenadiers. Rifleman squads engaging, Sturm Pioneers hopping around the flanks. We do now have the Branding Carrier. They do drop off the sappers to flank the MG42. Very nice. Pioneers take some damage, Grenadiers take some damage. They're trying to eye for Panzerfaust. Unsuccessful, and they do all fall back.
Production upgrade accomplished.
Grenade Warfare does not get a good shot there. M42 needs to reinforce. And I think I heard the battle phase 1 now complete. Yes, it is. Sturm Pioneers do fall back. Volksgrenadiers may eye this nice, good heavy cover of the tractor. And the recovery engineers on that strategic point. Grenadiers gain some damage on the sappers. We do now the M42 sitting up here. May get some suppression there. They're most behind heavy covers, so probably not actually. And we got the Volksgrenadiers engaging and flanking the infantry section. Both guys behind some heavy cover there. If you just want to keep the field point secure, the Volksgrenadiers should just stay there. Volksgrenadiers getting outnumbered. Looks like got a smoke grenade there by the recovery sappers, and the recovery sappers are charging before. They're being focused down first. And the Volksgrenadiers do fall back now.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Taking a bit of damage there. We've got these US player pushing forward. Captain and Rifleman squad behind some heavy cover there, or light cover.
Trek has arrived.
Volksgrenadiers trying to get overran. Rear echelon is going to be nice and close. Incendiary grenade there, getting some great damage. And the Volksgrenadiers will get overran. Overall, it feels like the Allies doing quite well this game. Grenadiers push way forward. The intersection is behind some heavy cover there. But now the Grenade Warfare is starting to engage. More sandbags spotted up by the Pioneers. The intersection needs to not be trying to chase down that squad, so it's going to take some severe damage from this Grenadier. And now the Pioneers are relatively close, getting some decent damage as well. And they're behind heavy cover themselves. Intersection, poor control there. Do fall back. Grenade Warfare may be barraged in that area. War wire there, not bad. Oh, over here, I do now have a Bofors emplacement. That will repart the Flame half track in no time. There's only 3 models building it, but it's almost complete. I think he's made a spot there. Bofors now complete. The Nautilus field point is very much secured. He is Royal Engineers, but does not have the steadfast ability anymore. That's been removed a long time ago. Medics now being pulled up by the British player. Rifle squad preventing the point from being decaptured. More Volksgrenadiers and flamethrower Sturm Pioneers push way forward. Flame Warfers. And the Branding Carrier getting some repairs. And here are mortar engagements, so the Grenade Warfare, they just want to get into range of the Bofors and force fire at the ground. N15 now employed on the field. And does suppress the Volksgrenadiers. Rifle squad tries to way forward. That is not the point for being decaptured, and that is a cutoff point. If you pull the tactical map, oh boy, remind me not to do that again. That was a bit of a lag spike. Denies all the income on this right side of the map. But either way, the kind of warfare now being employed on the field, Lag here as well. Oh, incendiary barrage from the Lag.
Supply half-track is ready for orders.
The Lag actually scored a kill there. The Pak 40 connected, and then the Lag finished off. But did have another smoke grenade there by the recovery engineers, which can probably actually recover the Bren. Intersection is charging way forward with a bit of healing from their buddies, but getting suppressed by the MG42 located right there. Flamethrowers or SWS flame half-track engaging. Smoke barrage there from the intersection, and the recovery engineers do fall back, so does the MG42. Private squad engaging the Volksgrenadiers. We do have MP40s now. Captain do push forward to heavy cover, forcing with the cannon warfare, and looks like the Volksgrenadiers and Sturmpioneers trying to displace him. The captain's very wounded, so gotta be very careful. Has one bar and one Thompson still up and going. Cheer Panzer quarters going on up. Let's take a look ahead. Let's see. Lead bunker, no battle phase 2. Cheer Panzer quarters going up. Has enough fuel for the Panzer authorization, but that's it. Literally, that's it. There'll still be another 6 minutes away from the Panzer IV. Oh, got both a Pak Howitzer and a mortar half-track? Okay. I do like both units, but sort of weird combination. Pak Howitzer does cost a lot more manpower, but a lot less Pak Howitzer costs more manpower and only manpower. Mortar half-track only costs manpower and fuel, but 30 fuel is a significant amount. And the mortar half-track does have a pretty fast rate of fire as well. Senior barrage from the Lag, Rifleman squad does avoid it. Recovery sappers repairing up the Bofors, which is being barraged by the Grenade warfare. And he is using the barrage. And oh, he garrisons it for the Bofors suppression ability. What's it called again? Suppressive barrage. We've also got the assault officer now employed by the Wehrmacht player, who actually has announced the doctrine, the Joint Operations Doctrine, giving access to Left 18s, Pak 43s, the artillery officer, which that is a free smoke build, which is very nice, and of course the repair stations and recon. It's a pretty nice doctrine. Though it can easily be countered by any sort of indirect fire. There goes that, or going the sandbags there. White phosphorus being put out by the mortar half-track. Oberslausen taking a bit of damage there. Half-track has smoke, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It has smoke and white phosphorus smoke. And the smoke is on its own barrage, while the white phosphorus smoke is on the same barrage with high explosive and does cost 50 munitions. But 50 munitions? That's dirt cheap. Pak Howitzer does also have white phosphorus as well, but of course needs Veteran C1. And 25 munitions. And the Pak Howitzer, that's probably what you're thinking about, is regular smoke, because Pak Howitzer does not have regular smoke. Mortar emplacement now full in the field. With you now the... Oh, he has braced it. 6-pounder rolls a miss. Pack 45 hits there. Brace has been deactivated. Does get out of range of the flame half track. But this thing is almost dead. Being slowly burned down. The mortar will probably finish off either way. Does get burned down.
Destroyed by the enemy.
Rifleman squad and Captain Stray 4. More white phosphorus smoke
Down
there.
enemies trying to take a point from us.
Good damage there. Half track does take a good shot. Assault officer taking severe damage. Both of those squads do fall back. Both of them has lost that fight. Captain taking some damage. And the Volkswagens do fall back. Captain needs to fall back and get ripped apart by the Obsatsen. And the Obsatsen could get some good efficiency killing off those wounded models. We now got the Rifle Squad forward getting some damage. Flame hits are now being pulled on the field as well. Overall, both the Axis players going with quite a bit of firepower. Okay, that joke was horrible. And the infantry section is not liking it either. Rifle grenade fired. And does go ahead and connect. Obsatsen do fall back, but kind of wait for there. NP40 Volks push their way forward.
Infantry attacking in force.
Good damage there. Volkswingers do fall back. They didn't lose any models, but they need to be healed. And now the Flame Panzer pushes way forward. I love that medium Panzer upgrade complete. It's actually a voice line for researching armored skirts, which was actually a potential upgrade they were planning, but then they got rid of it. You can still sort of see the upgrade in the campaign when you capture some of the Panzer IVs, where the armored skirts will appear to be an upgrade. Captain does receive a bit of fire. Shrimp Pioneers do get inside the garrison. This garrison has very little health, so the Pack Howitzer could actually destroy it, along with the M15. Don't get inside the garrison. The mortar could have got a good destroy the garrison as well. Flamethrower gets some good fire. Does fall back there. MP40 Volks. Good, get some good damage on the Rifleman squad. Rifleman squad getting some good damage on the Volksgrenadiers. Volksgrenadiers do fall back. The Hetzer in the region will keep these guys nice and toasty. Got a good hit there by the M1AT gun. We now do have a Karama on the build queue. Discarded Sabo rounds now being deployed on Alt. US player has large amount of assets. Does have the Major on the field. Cap or Rifle Squad taking some severe damage. AT Rifle Grenade does connect. Does get the snare onto the Hetzer. Volksgrenadiers charge way forward. Captain will be enough to deal with the Volksgrenadiers. They keep the range. M15 push way forward. Pack Howitzer does roll a miss. The Cannon Warfare setting on up. Another incendiary barrage Malag. Up here, we do now have these forces getting picked away by the Panzer IV of the Grimlock player. The captain is eyeing for that fuel point. Trying to overrun this mortar emplacement now. Does a double mortar upgrade. Does not have enough command points for the left 18s, and doesn't have any artillery to bring on in to coordinate the barrage. But he is going to bring in the mortar barrage, which he's not bracing it, so he's going to take some damage. The assault bracing structure does to eat to the mortars. Assault officers are now falling on back. And Grenadiers are being suppressed. Farmwell pushes way forward. Get some damage there. Good, it's there. Cash destroyed. I think he just built it as well. Ak-43s, F-18s now available. Cromwell here, Infrastructure is getting some healing. Looks awesome, catching that fuel sector.
The enemy is taking our territory.
We now have our improved recon pass come from the Major.
The sector has been cut off.
And the Paramount player is on for Left 18.
Light howitzer is ready for another sun.
Farmo takes some fire, does roll a miss there. Flame half track, force back the infantry section.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
Grenade's been thrown. Volks Grenadiers falling on back. And now we've got the Obersatzen falling back. Again, we're for trying to first shot on the Sherman tank. Does get a shot there. Sherman tank at half health. Has armor piercing rounds loaded. Huh. Universal Carrier has a light that flickers on its carcass. Never knew that. Recon run being blown on the field by the Austere player. Bounce on the Hetzer. And the M15 takes out the aircraft. Very nice. The recon run's probably one of my most favorite abilities in the entire game, believe it or not. And it can easily be countered by a single AA gun. As Faust connects. Anti-tank rifle grenade does click on the AT-Hetzer, and Sherman tank barely escapes out of there. Does recapture the... Oh.
Lost a medium tank.
What actually got it? It was not out of control, so what actually killed it? Oh, was it a Left 18 shot? Might have been. Arm squad getting annihilated by the Flame Hetzer. And the Flame Hetzer has almost full health. So he can pass Tango with the AT gun a little bit more. Smoke barrage not being brought on in. And now they'll allow his flame half track to charge forward to burn the intersection. Very good combo. Roll some misses there. Here the M1 AT gun firing away from somewhere, or that 6-pounder trying to force by the ground. A Incendiary mortar like engaging. Intersection squad does fall back. The M6-pounder is getting burned alive. As 434, we do now have a repair bunk here. Very nice. Obersatzen takes some damage there. Cover is getting annihilated. Those forces do fall back. Ak-40 rolls a miss. Force on the ground through smoke. Incendiary like barrage running on in.
Light howitzer is ready for another salvo. We will not let up. The enemy
Put it there onto the Cromwell.
losing a sector.
More bounces there. Grenadiers engaged in close range. Got Berens on these squads. Flamethrowers now firing away. Each section here does get annihilated. The other one needs to fall back as well. Section 2 may get wiped out. Does get wiped out. And now the flamethrowers are hitting the recovery engineers. The Grenadier squad does fall back. Rifle squads engaged in the Volks Grenadiers. now the OPW player has Black Panther. Make sure he has adequate AT. There's only a Cromwell and some various other armor, light armor on the field, so the Panther's maybe a little bit overkill. He does already have 2 Kennerverse as well. Maybe he could have tried going towards a King Tiger as a stupid idea. White Phosphorus now running on in. It's a great hit there by the Pack Howards as well. Panther push right forward, receive a heat or a save around. Try to take out the M15, being upgraded with the middle mount. This is not a great use of the Panther. He needs something to kill that M1AT gun. There's 2 M1AT guns here. The carcass will blind the AT gun for a moment. Wrinkle the mortar half track. That's smoke from something. Cromwell push right forward. M1 AT guns have rate of fires, but not any hits. Recon run by his teammate. That's what that green smoke was. Panther trying to crawl away. He's not gonna get on out of there. Jackson the build queue. Heat grenade and brings on in. Silo gets destroyed. Cromwell charges way forward. Smoke there from something. Maybe his teammate's Grenade Worker. And there goes the Panther. Panzer IV trying to charge way forward to deal with the Cromwell. He rolls a miss there. The Cannon Warfare is rotating around, trying to hit him. Mortar half track. I guess they were A moved forward. More mortar smoke there. Force fire the ground, takes it out. And the Panzer IV will escape on out there. That was a very poor play by the Panther. That was not worth it, probably in the end. As they killed a Cromwell and M15 for the Panther. That would be expensive, to say the least. Good AT grenades there on the Hetzer. Try and burn the AT gun. Panzer IV taking opportunities to get some free shots on in. Hetzer does go down. AT gun does go down. Great left 18 shot there. Takes out the gun there. Panzer IV needs it back on off. Must be forced on the ground. Finds a mortar half track. And a great hit there. Panzer IV may just want to start blitz. Does blitz. Jackson gets a hit. Panzer IV rolls a miss. And the Panzer IV is going to be just fine. Panzer IV connects, but no crit. Mortar smoke running on in. He can perhaps go for the coordinated barrage. He is going for the coordinated barrage. Though his opponent is moving out of the area. Ring right there. So the M1AT gun actually may go down to the left 18. Trying to salvage the... He's lucky he's not dead. Volkswagen's now falling back among everything else. Goes well on the mortar barrage. Left 18's running a little bit short. Some damage there. Incendiary-like shots running on in. Officer falling back. Good chance he actually make it wiped out.
Well done. We have forced the enemy down to
Does skip out of there. Great mortar smoke there. Great use of the Grenade Warfare.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Oh, there's the Opel Blitz cargo truck getting AT grenade. Or AT rifle grenade. Let's see now. Cannon Warfers. They see the Jackson. His teammate has a Panzer IV. That's all the known armor that both players know of. And that's all that exists. And we've got the left 18 now engaging over here. Also, Veterans in the left 18. Veterans 1, he's also got a Pack 43 on the way. Behind some line side blockers, so that's a good defense position, though Priest can get rid of it. He has a Jax on the field, so it may be a good idea to go for a Priest. It'll make everything very holy and Craterous. Rocket grenades firing. Does dodge both. More incendiary lag shots? No, that is the 9.75-inch flame mortar. Which, I wonder, would that do damage to the half-track? All defense is pen, right? This guy needs to not be in that. It's going to take a lot of damage. Lag backing off has Veteran C5, which is actually quite impressive. And Churchill AVRE. Churchill AVRE now pulled on the field. And we get the Sapper now suppressed. Mortar hits onto the Sapper. Another recon run. This time the M15 is dead, so this recon run will be useful. And I don't see any pit mounts on the field either, so. And that will give us Left 18 a good spotting. Nope, it's on cooldown. Yeah, he'll find at least enough spotting. Recon run lasts for another 40 seconds. The cooldown's 20 seconds. Or less now on both. Kenner Warp now falling on back. And now we have the rocket barrage. So intensity mirror rockets raining on in. Got triple capture favor the Axis players, and the allies are rapidly counting down in tickets. Hack 43 will make short work of the AVRE. AVREs have less health than Churchills. They have more armor, and I don't think they will bounce a Hack 43 shot. Hack 43 gains great damage there. He's out of range. Stoke 3? What? Oh, Stoke 3 long barrel, not short barrel. I don't know why I was thinking short barrel. Try and blitz his way forward. Got hold fire active so it doesn't fire its machine gun or try to track stuff its machine gun. Rolling bounces there. Its armor's like 290 or 270, something high. Jackson does find a good shot. Henspouse connects. Rolls a bounce there, and now there's rear armor. And it looks like the US player does back the game. And somehow, there you go, gets a kill, takes it to the Grenadier. US player is completely out of the game. Leaving just the British player. And his teammate does surrender now. This is Anchorage saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As mentioned beforehand, that shall be my last replay for tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good